Fortnite Remix, not just Chapter 2, but Ice Spice. Why Ice Spice? The Fortnite Prelude event was interesting, but I gotta give them this, they did get all of Times Square to themselves, which is sick. But again, why Ice Spice? Look, the event for sure missed its point, so today we're gonna cover everything, including Ice Spice. First of all, we have to keep in mind this is the finale of Chapter 5, which is almost laughable to me. If Remix is similar to the OG season we had, it is not going to have an event that wraps up Chapter 5, it's gonna have a wrap-up event that leads into Chapter 6. But despite all this, most of the event was just concerts, and for those of us at home that really wanted like a story event, we got slapped in the face with a white screen. I mean, listen, it was a cool white screen and got me thinking of Season 6, but they have nothing to do with Season 6. But keeping in mind, again, that this is the end of a chapter. Where was Doom? Where was Hope? Where was Jonesy? Where was the story? Where was the continuity that we needed from this type of event? Going into this, I said I want this to have clarity. I want this to have continuity. I want it to be flowing from Chapter 5 into Remix and make it make sense. We got Ice Spice. Listen, I'm not trying to hate. Please, Ice Spicers, don't come for me, okay? I'm not trying to be rude to y'all, but why is Ice Spice in the game? What is going on? The point is, forget about just story fans. People that like Fortnite for what it was, for how it has been, we're just getting chapters left out hanging to dry. I mean, they don't have any sort of substance at the end. There's no climax. But even without that, why was the Rift Butterflies there? Why were there so many teasers for what in reality was just 2 concerts? If you guys recall, before the event, there was just Times Square, the teasers, which admittedly I thought was awesome, and I really liked how they presented it, even though it was a little basic compared to at least other events. However, what they did after, Ice Spice inside of a building in Times Square singing. Look, maybe it's just me. I know the people that like Ice Spice, but I like 60s jazz, okay? I'm that type of guy. I don't like it. I don't really respect a lot of what she does, and I think that she's just not the right fit for the game. I mean, I know it's not necessarily a PG game, but it kind of is a PG game. I don't understand how they added this into the game, but we'll talk about that in a sec, because after these 2 concerts, which admittedly the Snoop Dogg one was awesome, we did get a trailer. We did get a trailer, okay? It was cool. It starts off by showing off the Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer, just remixed. Only instead of at the head table being Midas, it was Snoop Dogg. I don't know exactly what happened to Midas. I guess Meowscles was the alpha, took over, and just said Midas doesn't really need to be here. It seems like Epic Games just doesn't like Midas. I mean, he came back not once, not twice, but 3 times. And in the 3rd time, they made him into an unknown animal. It's not even like a roast. It's a cool skin, but it's an undiscovered animal. Okay, they made him an undiscovered animal. And they didn't even give him the leadership role. They gave it to Snoop Dogg. Anyways, after all of that, we moved to the fight scene, which, to be honest, I don't really got many notes on. I think it looked absolutely sick. We got to see One Ball and the Toxin girl, Chaos Agent girl. I'm not really sure, but listen, cool skins, cool fight scene. I thought it was dope, and I don't really got notes on it. I think it was a really cool fight scene. And then we got another collab. Now listen here, I don't have any issues with this one, okay? I love the POI look. I like the Eminem skin. I think it looks absolutely sick. I myself just got the buzz cut. I know everybody called me bald. I'm not bald, but yeah, I just got the buzz, so at least we can rock with, you know, one skin that looks not like me, but at least has a buzz. Yeah, but listen. And the machine gun. That thing is sick. If you guys didn't realize, every time you shoot a bullet, it starts singing the rap song where he sings extremely fast and it shows the lyrics. That must have taken forever. And honestly, bro, I really, really like how it looks. I like how the POI is actually part of what I think is the grotto. Absolutely sick. Then we got Snoop at the agency. The cars look absolutely awesome. I think they're pretty funny. And I'm gonna be real, some people, even myself included, was a little bit worried, and I'm gonna talk more about that. But the agency itself looks cool. I think it's a cool look at POI. It's not exactly how it was, but hopefully it gives off a similar vibe. And something I was saying even before this trailer, before the event, I want this to feel like Chapter 2. I want it to carry a good vibe, and I want them to take notes from Chapter 1 OG or the OG remake season, because in my opinion, that was my favorite time to play ever, even including Chapter 1. I think the game was best in Chapter 1, but for me as an experience, I think OG was better. So I was hoping to take notes, and I think that, well, hopefully the graphics will be similar to OG's graphics. I know it's different in Chapter 2, but just take notes from it. Just come as close as you can. Please, just do that, okay? In my opinion. But yeah, Snoop being at the agency and all these different kind of collab themed things has me thinking of something. Is this going to be a collab season? And I don't want it. That would be a real issue in my eyes. And I don't want this to be a collab season. I want this to be Chapter 2 Remix, not Chapter 2 Island with Snoop Dogg and Ice Spice. And yeah, that's kind of it. Even they could, bro, they could add anything. I don't really want. Can we just get Ice Spice out, please? Finally, after that, we see this. I'm done. Look, the pass itself seemed pretty cool, but what I really have an issue with is the event's lack of contextual awareness. This is the end of chapter event. Remember when we had Black Hole end of game, just complete downtime with almost no leaks compared to what's going on now? Or when the entire map flipped, which by the way fit in with the season and flowed perfectly into chapter 3 and made sense with the storyline and looked sick at the same time. Oh, and by the way, that story was built up for 2 chapters since the beginning of the Fortnite storyline. At least that's how it seems. Today we got Snoop, which is awesome, and we got Ice Spice, which is, to their credit, rest in peace, Juice WRLD was definitely an unexpected surprise at the very end of the trailer. Some of you guys might have not even seen that, but yeah, he is coming to the game. I know some of y'all were about to start commenting that happened. And don't get me wrong, I gotta say this. I think as an event, as a game, this is still cool. It's amazing. Not many games can do this, but it's not even just about that. It is genuinely a cool event, aside from Ice Spice. So I have no issues with it in that sense. However, knowing how much potential Fortnite has, I'm upset by it. So despite all of this, despite the Juice WRLD, again, rest in peace, announcement, despite any of those cool announcements, they missed the mark. So yeah, considering the context of the event, the fact that it was a chapter ending, to that scale, this event was straight trash. I'm a little bit exaggerating, I know. Again, I still like it as an event. But the fact that Ice Spice isn't it made it go from whatever it was going to be to like way worse. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I will see you on the next one, and keep getting gooder.